Hello friends, I'm Tony Perkins, President of the Family Research Council here in Washington, D.C. Today, the Supreme Court upheld President Obama's controversial health care law as constitutional. FRC has been at the forefront of this debate over what can only be described as the government's takeover of our health care system. We uncovered and rallied opposition to the taxpayer funding of abortion contained in the bill, and after it narrowly passed Congress, we continued to fight the measure in the courts. Without question, this is one of the largest government programs ever enacted into law, and it will be one of the most costly, not just in dollars and cents, but contained in this law are the seeds of radical social policy that will forever change the moral and social landscape of America. This ruling hurts American families. Not only is the individual mandate a significant attack on our freedoms, but the mandate is only one section among hundreds of provisions in the law that will force taxpayers to fund abortions, violate the conscience rights of millions of Americans, impose new taxes, penalties, and debt on the American family. Today, the American dream gave way to a real American nightmare. President Obama's vow to fundamentally transform the United States of America was fulfilled. The Supreme Court essentially said that they cannot articulate any limiting principle on the power of the federal government. The Supreme Court gave the federal government the power to order private citizens to enter into contracts with private businesses and give those businesses their money. This ruling fundamentally and forever transforms the federal government from one of limited and specified powers in the Constitution to an all-powerful central government with power over every area and aspect of Americans' lives from cradle to grave. Under this law, the Obama administration has created, for the first time in American history, new federal regulations that tosses aside the constitutional right to religious freedom by forcing religious institutions and employers to pay for abortion-causing drugs, contraceptives, and sterilizations. We must now replace the elected leaders here in Washington that have disregarded the deeply held convictions of the American people by forcing this law on them. Then we must repeal this abortion funding health care bill and restore the Constitution to its rightful place. For more, visit frc.org.